Happy Monday, beautiful people. This is Kiki coming to you today to send nothing but love, peace, and positivity your way. I hope your week is off to a great start. I hope that everything is working out well. You're having a successful and productive day. Just want to come on real quick to give you some encouraging words. Oh my goodness, did I just find a feather? Interesting. A yellow, brown looking feather. Gotta look up, everything I look at. I try to see the spiritual meaning in it. I wanted to tell you a little secret. Guess what? You are important. Yes, you. You are important. Not because people tell you you're a child of God. You are important because you have purpose. Because you were sent here to earth to fulfill a certain goal, to make a difference in this world. I don't care if you have been molested, raped. I don't care if somebody broke up with you, somebody ran a train on you, or somebody tried to kill you, somebody stole from you. I don't care if you did the same thing to somebody else. You still have purpose. I know people be like, oh my goodness, criminals have purpose. Yes, you all have a purpose. And let me tell you why I say what I say. Because everybody was put here to fulfill a certain goal, whether it's to trigger somebody to make changes in their lives, or whether it is to help uplift our world, our society. So whether you are wealthy, whether you are broke, whether you are beautiful, whether you are funny looking, you have a purpose. And don't let anybody tell you differently. Do not let anybody dictate how you should feel and think about yourself. I don't care if you've been in a mental health hospital. I don't care if you served 20 years in prison. I don't care what stigma or what label people may put on you. You still have purpose. And sometimes your purpose isn't always, okay, just put it this way. Even if you did do something negative and low vibrational, do you know that it pushes other people to actually be high vibrational? I know it sounds like I'm talking about some crazy shit over here. Let me tell you the whole method behind Kiki's madness. Because listen, I would never had the thought of tapping into my spirituality if I did not go through the shit that I went through in my childhood and in my adulthood, in my marriage. I would never have thought about waking up and saying, fuck this shit, I'm breaking all my generational curses, unless I had to be around people that evoked that change in me. Do you understand how yin and yang work? So that's why I'm here to tell you, no matter what you're battling, no matter what your triggers, your challenges, you still have purpose. Sometimes you make mistakes based on the environment you was put in. A lot of times we don't ask to be put in a negative environment. We don't ask to grow up in poverty. We don't ask to be brought here to live in a projects and live in a hood. And sometimes we're pushed to join gangs. Sometimes we're pushed to be a part of an organization that don't make no bit of sense. But it's always a lesson behind every choice we make. There's a consequence. And sometimes we may feel bad because of the things we did, but it requires you to take out the time to forgive yourself and find out what was the triggers, what's the root part, what was the root cause of you making that choice. Because if you had nothing going on in your life and it was just boring and plain, then you wouldn't even have room to grow. That's the crazy part about living life on earth. You gotta have something to trigger you to grow. Just like plants, just like seeds, the sun have to be put in place. The rain have to be put in place. The soil have to be just right for that seed to grow, to evoke the change, for it to come and blossom up out of that seed to sprout. So I'm just here to tell you, I know everybody wish they had this perfect, famous, calm, chill, wealthy life, but it's all in your mindset. You can still have it, but you kind of have to look at it from a different perspective. You cannot live through the lens of somebody else. Just because somebody tell you you're a whore because they're projecting their energy onto you, does not necessarily mean you're a whore. See, people will go through some bad shit in their life and they know that they have lived reflections of what they did. Like, for an example, if somebody was maybe a pimp and they spent their life living off somebody else fucking around, and they decide to go get saved in church. So now they have this attitude where, okay, they're ready to judge everybody and forgot that they used to live that lifestyle too. So that's why I am trying to get you to understand that no matter what labels people try to pin on you, does not necessarily mean it's 100% you. Just like the seasons go through changes, your body go through changes, your behavior go through changes. So I just wanted to leave that tip with you. No matter how hard life gets, you got to push through. No matter how much money you have to push through. No matter how beat up you you may look, no matter how many mistakes you made in this world, you still have room to change. And it's just up to you if you want to believe that and you want to make that happen. So yeah, that's basically what I really wanted to leave you with. And also one more thing, a lot of people are very negative and they really refuse to grow. They really refuse. They like to stay stagnant. And even though they don't want to grow and they may have one move to make before they end up renting out a mental health hospital, one move to make before they end up one foot in the grave and one foot outside the grave, one move to make before their genitals are pretty much out of commission, one move to make before they have to go and do prison time, or rather they end up bankrupt or dealing with some type of repo or eviction. But they have a lot of negativity to portray on somebody else. And see, with people like that, you got to just turn your head and keep it moving, because at the end of the day, you are the only one that can make shit happen in your life. And so with that being said, go be beautiful, go be wonderful, go make your inner God proud. Peace out.
So then, why?